Hey, what's going on? Hope you're having a good evening. We are starting tonight's stream again with Genshin Impact. So I said I was going to start the Clorinde story quest yesterday, but then I decided to just focus on the new event that just came out yesterday instead. But tonight we'll just focus on the Clorinde story quest. So.
Add Astra.
Unlock. Back in Fontaine.
Huh? Do you also see Navia and Clorinde over there? They look like they might have run into some kind of trouble. Let's go check out what's going on.
Still no dice?
Not at all. And I've asked pretty much everyone in the court of Fontaine already. Lynette's ears drooped as soon as she heard that we'd have to be out and about for days on end. And Fremine, he hid himself under his helmet as soon as he realized there'd be people around that he didn't know.
What about Chiori and Charlotte? I feel like both of them would be more than up to it.
I've asked them already, but they're both pretty busy right now. I just gave the members of the Spina a few days off, too, so I don't want to bother them either.
This is getting pretty difficult.
Navia, Clorinde, what's up?
Oh my. Well, if it isn't my dear partners. How are you all doing?
Huh. Navia?
Huh? Oh, you mean...
Yep, this is our chance.
We were just passing through.
Do you need our help with something?
Oh, precisely. My dear partners, we've got a huge problem right now that only you can solve.
Whoa, for real?
Absolutely. We've already exhausted all our other options.
Tell me about it.
Traveler, Paimon, would you join us and play Marechaussee Hunter Judgment Day?
Marechaussee what now?
It's a new game script by the Tabletop Troupe, a local roleplay adventure club.
Ever heard of the Tabletop Troupe? They put out games that allow you to participate in a story and roleplay characters with your friends. Oh, I've loved their stuff ever since I was a kid.
That sounds super interesting.
Clorinde and I are both veteran members of the club. Recently, someone came up with a new script and was looking for people to help playtest it for them. And when they asked, of course I couldn't refuse. I mean, come on, a brand new script? Nobody has ever played it before.
Generally speaking, scripts at that level of development have a lot of issues, but I think this one is pretty solid. The author obviously put a lot of work into the story, and the world building is also quite credible.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! I know I was the one that handed you the script, but some of us haven't read it yet. No spoilers, please.
Anyway, the script calls for a team of 4. Ah, yes. We're missing one final player right now.
You were right. That is a big problem.
So, you're saying you'll help us out? I knew I could count on you, partner.
Well, of course.
Paimon and the Traveler are kind of a package deal. Is that okay?
That's not a problem. I'll adjust the pace based on the actual number of players and ensure that everyone has a good time.
Well, Traveler, what do you think? Wanna play? Paimon will follow your lead.
I always help a friend in need, especially if it's Navia.
Well, that solves our problem. You have our thanks.
Woohoo! I'll go grab the script manager from the club right away.
The script manager? Didn't you just say that you gave Clorinde the script?
The club introduced a completely new kind of gameplay for the script. In this iteration, the Game Master's version of the script is incomplete. The script manager provides the next part of the script only after players have completed the current list of objectives. On top of that, in order to increase player immersion, the club has created some of the story's sets and scenes in real life. We'll only know where we should go once the script manager reveals the starting location.
Wow, you're right. Whoever wrote this script really did put in a lot of work.
And it's got a real healthy amount of suspense, right? I mean, even the GM doesn't know how the story will end.
I look forward to experiencing it with you all.
Why don't you go meet up with the others first? They should all be waiting at Chioria Boutique. I'll come over with the script manager as soon as I find them.
Sounds good. Remember to always watch where you're going, and don't rush.
You say that like I'm 6 years old or something.
Yeah.
Let me think. What kind of character should I play
Don't
this
be
time?
talking down to Navia like that.
I just hope you'll pick up some useful skills this time. Oh, and stop trying to persuade every animal you come across. Take it easy.
Have we seen these two before? Cat
Sorry to keep you waiting.
graphic.
You're back! Huh? And you've got the Traveler and Paimon with you too!
What a pleasant surprise. I assume you'll be joining us for the game then?
Linny, Farina! Paimon didn't know you were playing too. Are you also members of the tabletop troupe?
Hey, you two.
I'm more of a casual member, if anything. I haven't taken part in many formal club activities. Lynette Fremine and I play something similar at the Hotel Bouffe Tété sometimes, but I'm usually the GM. Still, I'm sure it'll be fun being a player for the first time. I'm looking forward to it.
Well, I'm not a member of the club at all. Clorinde simply woke me up first thing this morning, said there was a good script worth experiencing, and asked if I wanted in.
If you're interested, I can give you a referral. That should give you a 40% discount on membership fees.
I think I'll wait to see how this experience plays out first, especially when it comes to the quality of the script. If it's sufficiently fun, then I'll join.
Do you participate in a lot of tabletop troupe activities, Clorinde?
You could say that. She's actually one of the few senior game masters of the troupe.
Right. I knew about that even when she was still my subordinate.
It's nothing. Really, just a small hobby of mine.
Wow. Paimon's so used to seeing you be all upstanding and intimidating as the champion duelist. It's kind of hard to imagine you role-playing with a bunch of friends.
So how's it going, Ox? It's Saturday. Did you do anything fun today? So if we have a problem with any of the rules, do we have to submit a duel request to you?
Surely you jest. I would never intentionally make things difficult for my players. I maintain a clear boundary between my professional and personal lives. The me you see at court represents the law and order of Fontaine. I put all personal feelings to the side and grant a fair duel to all who seek to defend their honor. But in my personal life, I'm just an ordinary person. Someone who feels anger and sadness, just like everyone else.
Well, you say that, but for all the time I've known you, I don't think I've ever seen you cry. I've seen you get angry, sure, but now I'm wondering whether you were actually mad or if it just looked that way from the outside.
I was probably in work mode during those times.
Is that so? Well, in any case, I just feel like even in your personal life, you don't get emotional very often.
So you want to see me cry? That might be a little difficult. A show of anger, though, that might be something I could accomplish.
No, that's not what I meant.
Ah, I'm back! Here, allow me to introduce you to the script manager, Mr. Florian.
Pleasure to meet you all.
Hello? Wait, are you a champion duelist too, Mr. Florian?
Oh, no. This is just the costume provided by the club. I occasionally play a few of the roles in my scripts.
That sounds like a lot of work.
It's nothing. It's the least we can do to give the players a more immersive experience. Anyway, allow me to give you a brief introduction of the script. This script was adapted from the real history of the Marushosei Hunters. You all will play the role of hunters from a bygone era and resolve a series of events unfolding in the capital.
Paimon's not super familiar with the history of the Marushosei Hunters. Is that a problem?
Oh, no problem at all. I can give you a brief rundown. So, basically, Marushosei Hunters were people who dedicated themselves to hunting monsters and protecting the city by using a special swordsmanship technique passed down over generations. Their story can be traced back to the ancient Remurian dynasty, as well as the first hunter, Cassiodor. But I'll leave the finer details for you to seek out and discover later.
Grad party? Who's putting on the grad party? Is that a student thing, or is that well, I guess y'all aren't students anymore now.
Mm-hmm. And I'll provide additional commentary as the story progresses.
In that case, brave hunters, are you ready to set out on an unknown adventure?
Whoa, just one sentence and it's like we're in the story already!
Aha, I see many a determined gaze before me. Very well, head over to this location and begin your heroic journey.
So, as we follow the story, it leads us to specific scenes? Ooh, sounds pretty innovative. What does the message in the envelope say?
It's the exact location of the scene, as well as the formal permission to use the venue. Huh, seems like they have everything prepared. Please check all your belongings, everyone, and make sure you haven't forgotten anything. Once you're ready, please follow me to the designated location.
Sounds good! Hunter Squad, move out!
So whose graduation party was it, Ox? Was it something the school put on, or is it just like some friends that held it? Oh, come on, man. Whatever. Oh, your stepbrother? Okay. Ugh. What the hell was that just now? Did you see that in the water? That was weird. Echoing conch. Wait, where are they talking about? I don't think these guys are supposed to be here. Okay. Oh, nice. Crystal flies. Okay, this is kind of weird. Oh. Did it just disappear? Yeah, I guess I gotta do it again. Oh, wait.
Take it easy.
I bet it's... Gotta break these rocks here. Seriously? Can I farm lake light lilies in your world? Hold on. Damn it. Get away from these fucking people. Okay. Oh. Okay, whatever. Oh, it's one of the Salies. That was an achievement? Dance? Okay, what is this? Follow 12 Salie in the Court of Fontaine region to their Salie courts. Okay. Okay. Oh. It's weird, I didn't see this one. Oh, it's another Salie. Wait, how many of these things do I have to get? Oh, it's only... Wait. Oh, I guess there are only 2 of them. Okay.
Certainly worth the extra money.
Alright, I guess got another achievement. Which is... Same deal here. Open 60 chests in the Court of Fontaine region. Yeah.
Where do you want to go next? If you'd like to see Liyue's tourist spots, I have a few references.
Okay. So, wait, where was I going now? I can't even remember. That's weird. Okay, because I let that guy in, it's not letting me continue the story quest. Shit, I'm gonna have to wait until he's done. See, this is why I don't like letting people into my world, because it, like, interrupts a bunch of shit when I do that. Oh, hey there. Hydroculus. Okay. Bro, there is no way that gust of wind would be freaking sending you up this high. That's just, like, nuts. Oh, whoops. I really did not mean to hit that. Oh, man.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory? Oh, yeah, I know those things he's picking up. Yeah, I was picking those up a while back, too. Boats are made for transferring commodities back and forth. And those that come across Liyue tend to stay a while. So it is where many things come to settle.
Ow.
Every journey has its final day. Don't rush. Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory?
Magatsu Mitake Narukami no Mikoto. Isn't that just Raiden Shogun? Yeah, Signora. Yeah, you know I'm really bored if I'm going into the damn
Where do you want to go
archive.
next? If you'd like to see Liyue's tourist spots, I have a few references.
I caught you, crab. Alright, bro, hurry up. Shit. Yeah, I don't think there was any other ones. How many of these damn things does this dude need? Okay, I think he's finally done now. Alright. God, you were like way the fuck up there, bruh. Okay. Too many attempts. What is that supposed to mean? Alright. Back to the quest.
Whoa. They really have thought of everything. Even the Fatometer is here and ready to go for us.
The Fatometer? What's that?
It's a card that's used to determine action success or failure. We'll need to use it when we try to use certain skills.
And what about all the dessert and tea? Is that for us as well?
That's what the message said.
Oh, really? That's so nice. It feels just like a tea party with friends.
Those snacks have Paimon's name written all over them.
I think you might be more of a snack hunter than a Marashose hunter, Paimon.
Snack Hunter Paimon reported for duty. If there are delicious snacks to be found, Paimon will track down every last one.
The desserts are great.
Really
but
now.
I'm still looking forward to the story more than anything.
Very fair. Then, let us begin. First, please pick up the blank character cards in front of you, and write down your name and profession. You can find an abbreviated version of the rules printed on the back of your character card. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me. In this story, everyone is a Marashose hunter. To reflect this, the club has prepared a small badge for everyone.
Ooh, nice.
As hunters, you have proficiency in swordsmanship and fighting by default, so there's no need to allocate any additional skill points to those areas.
Swordsmanship? So there's a fighting part to all of this? Paimon's not sure she can do all that on her own. Maybe Paimon can just stick with you?
Why don't you share a character card then? The Traveler will be the Marashose hunter, and you can be his little floating assistant.
Kinda like in real life.
So, for the name, do I fill it out with the name of my character?
Yep, it can be any name you like.
You can use your real name too if you want. I do that whenever I get too lazy to think of a new name.
Oh, so it would be like experiencing a different life, but still as yourself. That's not a bad idea.
In that case, I think I'll continue to use the name Linny then.
Next up is the skill sheet. You have a limited amount of skill points that you can use to learn a number of skills. The more points you invest in a particular skill, the easier it will be to pass associated checks.
I'll take persuasion and investigation. Those are must-haves when it comes to missions like these.
Oh, those skills sound like they'd be useful for gathering intelligence. Good idea, Navia. Just as expected of a veteran player.
So should we also take those skills then?
Not necessarily. Since we're working together as a team, we could leave the negotiations to Navia and use our skill points to pick up other useful skills. For example, I think I'll take stealth and sleight of hand. That will give us more options if we run into any situations we can't negotiate our way out.
I mean, that's like just like Linny did pick
interesting.
those two.
I wasn't thinking about it like that. I suppose it's not so different from an acting troupe. Everyone has their own role to play. Let me see. I'll take arts and performance. I'm not quite sure what use they'll be, but I'm not as knowledgeable about the other skills, and I am not too confident I'd be able to roleplay them well.
Well, that leaves us. What do you want to learn, Traveler?
Learn insight.
Oh, something that'll help you get a read on other people's thoughts. Sounds useful.
Learn medicine?
Ooh, so you want to help people when they're injured. That's nice of you. So what do you think? Are you sure you want to learn these 2 skills?
Yep, I'm sure.
Let's see. Oh, looks like you each have enough points to choose one final skill.
You've all picked such classic skills. It's fine to go a little bit out of the box, you know.
Why do I get the feeling she's getting ready to cause trouble?
For example, this one here. Summon. Doesn't it sound super mysterious and cool?
Oh, I saw that one just now as well. The description says, this skill can be used under certain circumstances to summon characters or creatures that fit the script's world-building rules.
The script's world-building rules, huh? But how are we supposed to know what a Marashose hunter can summon?
Oh, that's not for us to worry about, my friend. Just learn the skills that interest you, and the GM will take care of the rest.
All right, you've convinced Paimon. Let's learn summon then. Paimon can't wait to see what kind of thing shows up.
Well, now that everyone's more or less finished creating their characters, we can begin. Since 2 of our players are doing this for the first time, though, let me ask. Would you like to play on easy mode or authentic mode?
What's the difference between the 2?
Well, in role-playing games, the story sometimes changes based on the decisions of the players and the results of the Fatometer. For example, if you fail a check, that means you cannot use the target skill in that scenario. A critical failure may even result in further negative consequences. If you choose to play in authentic mode, every time you elect to use a skill, you'll need to use the Fatometer to see whether you succeed or fail, and face any consequences that may follow. If you choose easy mode instead, every check will be successful by default, and you won't have to worry about luck playing a factor.
Well, what fun is that, man? The random checks triggered by Fatometer.
Given that I'd like to focus on the story, I suppose I should pick easy mode. I'd feel bad if I brought the team down by failing my checks.
Huh? Oh, come on. Don't worry about that. RNG is the lifeblood of role-playing games. I'm going with authentic mode for sure. Never knowing what you might have to overcome. Ugh, doesn't that sound exciting?
I'd rather be mentally prepared for what might happen.
All right, then I'll mark down Farina for easy mode. All her checks will be successful by default. As usual, Navia and Linny will play on authentic mode.
What about you, dear partner? How would you like to play?
I'm going authentic mode.
Are you sure?
Yep.
Trust me, you'll see the beauty of RNG. Honestly, I don't think Clorinde would make things too difficult for us no matter what the Fatometer says. Isn't that right, Clorinde?
Is she, like, kissing up to her or something? You know what? I'm just picking whatever Navia picks.
No promises.
That wasn't super reassuring.
Well, anyway, enough talk. Let's get started. I want to experience at least a good chunk of the story today.
Speaking of the story, why is the beginning scene on a beach?
Well, that's because... a long time ago, back when human civilization was still in its infancy, powerful demons and evil sorcerers ruled over the land. They created a host of monsters and sent them to slaughter all humans in existence. Soon, a group of human rebels banded together. With their swords raised, they swore to brave the darkness, and in doing so, subdue each and every monster that sought their destruction. They became known as the Marachose Hunters. Sometime later, as a member of the Marachose Hunters, you receive a commission. Following the address provided on the message, you take a boat and arrive at this strange city. As you inhale, you can taste the slightly salty air of the docks as you begin to survey your surroundings. There aren't many people in the vicinity, but you do take note of a few others who, like you, seem to be sizing up this place. Your eyes meet, and you realize these people are fellow Marachose hunters, likely led to this location after receiving the same commission as you.
You're all Marachose hunters too, right? Allow me to introduce myself. The name's Navia, monster hunter by trade and helpful neighborhood businesswoman on the side. What say you to traveling together? We can help each other out on the road.
Okay, count me in. My name is Linny. I've been wandering since I was little and picked up a few less than legal tricks along the way. I was adopted by a Marachose hunter and later chose to follow in his footsteps.
Is this where you introduce your character to everyone? It sounds like they've done this dozens of times.
Yeah, probably because they have.
My name is Farina, and, I grew up in a noble family. I always had a strong interest in performance and the arts. Even though I'm a Marachose hunter, what I really want is to be a performing artiste.
Hey, that's really cool. You can do it, Farina. That's exactly how it's done.
Paimon is Paimon, a good friend and companion to this Marachose hunter right here.
I've been studying medicine ever since I was a child. I want to do my part to eradicate these monsters and use what I've learned to heal others.
Wow, he spoke again. We got Ether speaking in both the Archon quest and the story quest, man. It's a double feature.
Oh, welcome. When we face the monsters, I'll make sure to charge in front to give everyone some cover. You can take care of the healing at the back.
Yep. That's right, Zane. This isn't the Clorinde story quest. This is Navia's second story quest. Clorinde is just here for the ride.
You open your envelopes at the same time. The message reads, "To the honorable and trustworthy Marachose hunters, our kingdom is currently facing a grave crisis."
So they're basically playing the Genshin equivalent of Dungeons and Dragons right now. So how you doing, Zane? You do anything this Saturday?
The lands outside the capital have been overtaken by monsters, and our people are being led astray by forces of wickedness. We beseech you, please help us resolve this crisis and return peace and stability to our home.
Huh. The layout of this city looks super familiar. It kinda reminds Paimon of Mondstadt!
The scriptwriter must have used a real-world city as a reference when coming up with the map.
As experienced hunters, the layout of the city reminds you of places once traveled. You recall the sight of tree-lined streets and the gentle tranquility of days gone by.
Just slept, damn. Well. So. I looked more into kind of the subscriber count numbers over time for the Hololive generations, and I think I am going to take back what I said about Advent being a more successful generation than Council. Because while Fuamoko has gotten more subscribers than any of the council members did in about a year's time, Shiori, on the other side of the spectrum, is gaining subscribers at a significantly slower pace than anybody in Council did. So I guess if you average it out, they're probably about equal, actually, on how successful they have been. Poor Shiori's just dragging behind everybody. She's kind of like the new Sana. Except, actually, Shiori is still doing better than Sana did, but... But yeah, I kind of understand why. I mean, I think I've mentioned this before, but I can kind of understand why Shiori's not getting as many subscribers as the others. People just need to open their eyes, man. Open their minds. And just acknowledge Shiori's charm.
Yet, as you regard the city in front of you, it appears to be little more than an empty shell. Its hollow gates are open to you, beckoning you to come forth and bring salvation back to the town.
I carefully read every line of the letter and turn my attention to the signatures at the bottom. Who issued this commission to us?
You see a long string of unfamiliar names. It would seem that many of the residents of the city issued this commission together. They sensed that things were not right within the kingdom and sent a distress signal to the outside world.
In that case, why don't we take a walk around the city and see if we can learn anything from the local residents?
Oh, good idea. We might be able to get some leads on the monsters and bad guys we're after.
You look up and see a tavern nearby. It appears to be open for the day.
Why don't we go check out that tavern? If the novels I've read are anything to go by, taverns are usually full of information.
Why is Lenny? I think he was saying he was part of the what were they called? The tabletop troop or whatever. So, yeah, apparently he's kind of into tabletop games. Is this like exactly Mondstadt, or is it maybe a little different? I mean, I think it's practically a one-for-one copy of Mondstadt. I mean, yeah.
As you approach the tavern, you find a plainly dressed woman standing nearby. She appears to be rather troubled about something.
Dude. Yeah, I saw that.
Greetings, friend.
Which,
Lovely weather we're having today, don't you think?
when I saw that at first, I'm like, wait, they're streaming separate streams on the same channel? I didn't even know you could do that. But apparently you can.
Oh, hello. I suppose you're right. The weather today is quite lovely. If only those monsters out there would stop causing trouble.
It seems like every character included in the script has a certain amount of useful information to offer. If we keep asking questions, we might be able to get some good leads.
Hey, stay in your lane, Furina. I'm the one who picked the insight skill, so that should be my job.
Oh, come now, don't be sad. Life is all about optimism. Oh, that reminds me. What did you have for breakfast this morning?
Actually, you know what? I take that back. Navia, you go ahead and take care of it. You're best girl anyway. I'm sure you could do a better job than I could.
Huh?
I don't think that's the kind of question we're supposed to ask.
Nothing turns a frown upside down like good food. How about some macarons? I could make you some.
You didn't even take cooking as one of your skill proficiencies.
Yeah, well, I didn't either, so... Fuwawa has more watchers. No, when I looked earlier, Mokoko had more. Maybe they flipped around, I don't know.
That's not necessary, miss. Excuse me for saying this, but you don't really look like a chef. Besides, I'm not really a fan of sweets.
Crap. No. Stupid. Okay, I'm looking it up right now. Oh, that's weird. Yeah, I'm looking up. Dude, when I looked earlier, Mokoko had like 28,000 people watching. Now it's down to like 10,000. And then Fuwawa's 27. What kind of trickery is this? Fuwawa's pulling some bullshit right now, man. There's absolutely... That discrepancy is a statistical outlier. There is no way there would be such a discrepancy without some sort of foul play. What is Fuwawa doing? Well, anyway. No, I looked earlier and like Mokoko had like 28,000 and Fuwawa had like 26. So if you take them together, that's like what, 53? No, 54,000. So yeah, that's a lot of people watching Fuwamoko.
So you're someone who barely smiles and doesn't like sweets. You're really starting to remind me of this one friend of mine. Hey! Did she just... me?
Okay, I will admit, these questions Navia's asking actually don't make a whole lot of sense.
Clorinde must have broke character for a second.
This isn't getting us anywhere. Traveler, maybe you can think of something.
Dude, Fuwawa is not psychotic. Stop, bro. And I really don't think a chest is gonna make a 17,000 viewer difference, bro. I really do not think so. That is weird, though. Why would Mokoko have fallen off from like 28,000 down to 10,000? Like something must have happened. Maybe did she have like maybe her stream had like a technical issue or something at one point. I'd like to do an insight check to see what's troubling her.
The results of insight checks aren't disclosed to the players, so I'll be the one consulting the phaetometer. You recall all the lessons you've learned in your time and begin to carefully observe the woman's mannerisms. You notice that when she's quiet, she has an empty look in her eyes, as if her thoughts have drifted to a place far, far away. And when she speaks, she often subconsciously reaches out to touch the ring on her left hand.
We must have passed the check because, yeah. Did something happen to your husband?
So you noticed. That's a little embarrassing. A horde of monsters suddenly appeared near the capital recently, so all the guards were dispatched to fight them.
Do you remember when those monsters appeared?
I'm not completely sure. All I know is that my husband was dispatched to fight them 3 days ago.
Do you know where he was sent?
It all happened so fast. When we said our goodbyes, he couldn't even tell me where they were sending him.
You have our thanks, friend. We'll find and defeat those monsters as soon as possible. We sincerely hope your husband will be able to return to your side soon.
Oh, thank you.
Don't worry. We'll find him. Just try to remain optimistic and wait for good news. We don't always get to choose what happens to us. But we do get to choose the little things, like what we eat and how we respond to the things life throws our way. I hope that one day, you too will recognize the power of something as small and inconsequential as a delicious dessert.
I'll do my best. You bid farewell to the woman, and continue your journey further into the city.
Door of Resurrection? Wait, are we gonna be like fighting?
As you venture further into the city, the streets appear largely empty. An elderly woman walks past. You see her shake her head as she puts away her wrinkled wallet. A nearby merchant folds his arms and gives you a disdainful look. You get the impression that he's someone who has long gotten used to the sight before him.
Although he doesn't seem very friendly, merchants are usually a good source of information, right?
Pardon me, sir. I'd like to ask a question if I may.
That depends. How much are you willing to pay?
Wait, bro. This dude is a gruff merchant and he has a voice like that? What the hell?
How about this much?
What do you take me for? Some lowly beggar? You can't even buy half an onion with that amount.
Oh, that's okay. That's why. It's because Clorinde is voicing the merchant. Okay, I didn't realize that was what was happening here. Oh, by the way, I think I forgot to mention yesterday. So I was I watched some of Fauna's stream yesterday where she was streaming WarioWare, and there was a very familiar voice in WarioWare. Do you know whose voice I'm talking about, Zane?
Surely an onion can't be that expensive, right?
What do you know? War's nearly upon us. Everything costs several times what it did before. If you're not gonna buy anything, then scram.
Whoa, what a nasty guy. Maybe we shouldn't even bother talking to him.
But he still might have information we need. Traveler, can you think of something?
No. Zhongli. Dude, I instantly recognized it as soon as he spoke. I'm like, holy shit, that's Zhongli. Of course, Zhongli does have a pretty distinctive voice. Yeah, dude, I can pull the stream up later. I'm sure you'll recognize it once you hear it. Shit. Yeah, I'll show you the clip. You know what? I leave this up to you, best girl.
Sir, we came to this city to solve the very problem you seem to be referring to. The war you mentioned, would it happen to be against the monsters outside the city? If you happen to be well informed and know a thing or two about what's going on, we'd appreciate it if you could share that information with us. After all, the sooner this problem gets resolved, the easier it will be for you to do your business.
Past.
Well, things are basically as you said, young lady. Those monsters are camped outside the city, and they've been destroying all our trade routes. We have limited reserves within the city, so if this continues, we're all gonna be in big trouble.
Wait, you're saying no one has put a plan in place to distribute supplies or maintain order?
We could all starve, and those nobles in the palace wouldn't even break a sweat. Who knows? Maybe they've been in cahoots with the monsters all along.
That is concerning.
Damn.
All right. That's all the information you need, right? Off with you now. I've still got business to do.
You know, if you smiled a little more, you'd definitely get more business. And I bet that would make your life just a little bit sweeter. I'm not saying it's guaranteed to work. It's just a tip.
You tell him, Navi. Explore.
Should we try to go somewhere with more people?
Oh, how about the city square? Follow me.
Yes, that's right. Everybody follow Navia. I'll follow you wherever you go, Navia.
Before you lies the city's central square. You see a man with a slightly anxious look on his face, pacing back and forth, his head hanging low. He doesn't seem to notice your approach. Still immersed in his own thoughts, he shakes his head and lets out a long sigh.
This guy seems promising enough. Maybe I can get some information out of him. sir. Is there anything I can do to help you?
Wait, you're...
I'm...
Oh, dear goodness! You're a Marashose hunter!
You recognize us? Ah, are you one of the people who wrote the commission letter?
Yes, yes! Oh, I didn't expect you to actually come! Oh, what great news! The city is saved!
What happened here?
Dude, I really don't know if I could do like a role-playing type game like this. It would be really hard for me to like get that immersed in the whole like role-playing thing.
Alas, we once lived comfortable, carefree lives. This city used to be free of monsters. The first Marashose hunter, Casiodor, the Golden Hunter, he was the one who drove them back. However, monsters have once again surrounded the city. Perhaps the seal that kept them at bay has lost its power. Or perhaps an evil sorcerer has been meddling in our affairs. All I know for sure is that their return has stripped the city of any chance at peace.
Are there not enough soldiers to drive them out?
It's not a question of numbers. The guards simply have no idea how to deal with them. Most people my age have never even seen one of the monsters, much less been trained to fight against them. What's worse, many of us don't even know the history of the Marashose hunters anymore. When I was a child, though, my grandfather would tell me stories about how the Marashose hunters drove back the monsters. So, on the off chance that something might come of it, I decided to reach out to you. To be perfectly honest, I was starting to think all those stories were just tall tales. But now that I've seen you in person, I finally know that it was true!
Well, you can rest easy, friend. The righteous and formidable Marashose hunters are on the case.
The man is touched by your determination and resolve. His eyes begin to well with tears of relief.
Still, if we are going to hunt the monsters, we need to know where to find them. Can you give us any leads?
All I know is that the area outside the city is dangerous. I'm afraid I can't point you toward a specific location. Oh, although, if you leave the capital through the main gate and follow the road, you should run into a group of guards. They might know more about where to find the monsters.
I see. We'll go look for them then.
All right, be careful. Oh, and one last thing. The monsters outside the city are just part of the problem. There are evil sorcerers inside the city as well, so be on your guard. They're actively working with the monsters, and have corrupted the court ministers with malicious magic. They're the reason why, even inside the city, everything has been a giant mess.
Sounds to me like you would probably want to deal with the sorcerers before dealing with the monsters.
Even one of our kindest ministers has turned into a boorish and unreasonable figure, interested in nothing but enacting laws that exploit the people. Who knows how much longer we'll be able to go on like this.
Talk about being stuck between a rock and a hard place.
Yeah.
I feel bad for him. Maybe we should try to cheer him up?
I could cook something. Bad idea, because I did not choose cooking as my skill, so Furina could sing him a song.
Like, now? Is this really the right time?
I appreciate your kindness, but for now, it's more important to focus on the crisis at hand. Brave hunters, I leave the future of this kingdom to you.
If I understood correctly, there are currently 2 problems in the kingdom that need solving, right?
Exactly. We need to defeat the monsters outside the city and take down the evil sorcerer stirring up trouble from within.
But which problem should we tackle first?
Well, this seems like a good moment for a break. Take some time and discuss what you want to do. Let me know when you've made your decision.
I've already made my
In the
decision.
city to keep us at arm's length like that. I totally thought the hunters would be treated like heroes.
Well, Clorinde said the script took cues from the real history of Fontaine, right? Maybe the real-life Marachose hunters were also treated like that.
I wouldn't say it's a perfect representation of history, but there are definitely some similarities. Would you like to hear more about it?
Sure. As long as it doesn't spoil anything in the script. You've brought up bits and pieces of the hunter's history before, but it was all in passing.
Paimon wants to know too! The hunters were super powerful, right? Were they all from a special line of supernatural beings or something? Kind of like the yokai in Inazuma?
No. All Marachose hunters were ordinary mortal fighters. The only thing that set them apart were the special sword techniques passed down over the centuries.
Huh? So you mean anyone could become a Marachose hunter?
In theory, yes. All you would need to do is survive the rigorous training and master the swordsmanship techniques required to fight the monsters. Still, most people dropped out at the early stages, and others called it quits the minute they saw a monster in person. To become a hunter, you must be strong in both body and mind.
What kind of monsters did the hunters fight exactly? Oh, and the evil sorcerer the script mentions. Did they exist in real life too?
The land of Fontaine once played host to an ancient dynasty known as Remuria. After that dynasty fell, monsters began to appear, intent on obstructing humans from establishing a new social order. One of the ancient sorcerers of Remuria used his power to assemble a formidable army of golems. He sought to use that force to establish himself as king.
Now wait a second. Don't tell me that guy was the inspiration for the evil sorcerer in the script. We still haven't found any in-game information on him yet. So, why don't you talk about someone else for now?
Well, I wasn't planning on going into anything you might be able to find out in the game. But if you want me to talk about something else, then... How about Casiodor, the Golden Hunter? Or Egeria, the ex-Hydro Archon?
Wait, but those people are all from a super long time ago. Where did you learn all this, Clorinde?
From my master.
Huh. By master, you mean Miss Petronia?
Is someone you know?
Absolutely. Miss Petronia and my father were good friends. Back in the day, she would often bring Clorinde over to play, but then...
Let's not get off topic. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Responding to Egeria's call, a number of warriors followed Casiodor into battle against the monsters. This group of warriors, under Casiodor's leadership, became known as the Marachose Hunters. Yet, as Fontaine entered an era of peace, their work gradually became obsolete. The Marachose Phantom, originally an association made up of hunters, eventually came to be predominantly comprised of Melusines.
Ah, I see. That explains why most of the people in the script have forgotten the hunters or think of them as nothing more than a legend.
Is that really a bad thing, though? It can get tough always being the one shouldering everyone's expectations.
Depends on who you ask, I suppose. If the name of the organization no longer commands respect, investigative work is bound to suffer.
Speaking of investigations, which problem should we tackle first? Monsters or evil sorcerer?
I vote monsters. That's the main duty of the hunters, right? We can come back to the sorcerer later.
Wrong.
Well said, Miss Farina. Plus, if the sorcerers really are the masterminds behind this whole thing, defeating the monsters could give us some clues on their intentions as well.
What about you, partner? What do you think?
The sorcerer problem seems pretty important.
I mean, you're not wrong. But those characters are usually the ones pulling the strings behind the scenes. More often than not, they're very formidable opponents. Going after them now might be jumping the gun a little bit. We don't want a total party kill on the first day, right? With Clorinde as the GM, I wouldn't rule out the possibility.
Okay. I see. So she's thinking the sorcerers are gonna be too strong for us to defeat right now. So you fight monsters to gain experience. Okay. You've persuaded me.
Then it's settled. Let's go hunt some monsters.
All right. After some discussion, you decide to turn around and head out of the city.
I'm doing whatever Navia says anyway.
Let's take a look around, like that guy said.
You there! Outsiders, halt!
Who's there?
An armored man approaches you. He has a tall, muscular build and a determined expression in his eyes. Just one look, and you can tell he's fought in his fair share of battles. Although he's trying his best to conceal his current state, his uneven gait and the sweat dripping down his forehead make it obvious that he's been wounded and is in serious pain. I'm the captain of the guard. I saw you sneaking around the city earlier, so I'll only ask this once. State your purpose, or it's off to the dungeons for the lot of you.
Wow, it's been a while since someone's been this suspicious of us.
I said talk, not whisper between yourselves.
Have you ever heard of the Marchese Hunters?
Marachose hunters? Ha! That fairy tale, you mean? What, do you expect me to believe you're one of them?
I'd like to do a medicine check to see if I can help him. Might as well. Wow, I got a fucking 1. Nice. Well, you know what? You didn't deserve to be fucking healed anyway.
Critical failure.
Bastard.
Unlucky timing.
The captain of the guards reluctantly allows you to assess his condition. Right as you're trying to get a closer look at his leg, your hand slips and collides against his wound with great force. Ugh!
That sounds like it hurt.
I'm sorry. My skills are a little rusty.
The captain recoils and takes a half step back. He stares down at you, panting heavily, his eyes full of anger. Ugh. I don't care what you have to say or why you're here. You are not welcome in this city. Get out of my sight, now!
I understand that you're upset, sir. We'll leave soon, I promise. It's just, if we don't know where to find the monsters, we won't even know where to go.
Ha! Don't tell me you're actually considering fighting one of those things. You know, put any other group of young people in your place, and I might have tried to stop them. But since you're the ones asking... He informs you of the locations of the monsters with a disdainful tone, as if he's certain you have no chance of making it out alive.
Whew, that was scary. Paimon was worried that critical failure meant we weren't gonna learn anything.
Ugh, it's all thanks to Clorinde's quick thinking.
Well, are you leaving or not?
We're leaving. We're leaving.
Based on what the captain said, the monster should be right up ahead. Let's go. Hopefully we're not too late.
As you approach the battlefield, you see numerous people lying by the side of the road. They appear to be dressed like guards. Their faces are filled with desperation and terror. Some are screaming and cursing in vain, as if still trying to banish the monstrosities they saw from their minds. A few of the wounded look up at you in shock and disbelief. "Quick, leave this place. Turn around and don't look back," they yell.
This is the place he mentioned, right?
You see broken iron swords scattered all around you, and downed trees riddled with terrifying claw marks. All the signs point to one thing. A truly devastating battle just took place here.
Be on your guard, everyone. The monsters might still be around.
Before you can finish your sentence, you hear rustling sounds from the surrounding bushes. The monsters have emerged. They close in on you without fear. You get the impression that, in their bloodthirsty eyes, you're just another meal for them to devour.
A little help here! This thing wants to eat Paimon!
Your battle round begins now.
Was that little interjection by Paimon really necessary? Ooh, okay. Much better. Bring it on, bitch.
Germinate! Propagate! A round of applause!
Fire! Well, with promise. Let my name echo in song!
The next battle round begins now.
Watch out! Watch out!
The monsters let out a terrifying roar of anger and resentment.
You just
before dissipating
do not
into thin
stand a chance against Navia.
Oh, thank goodness it's over.
We're lucky the Marashose Hunter class came with all those preset skill points. Otherwise, we would have been in some real trouble.
I never knew the phytometer even determines the amount of damage you inflict. If you get unlucky, isn't it just game over right then and there?
That's part of the fun. The uncertainty of fate is what gives these games their appeal.
Just as you begin to celebrate your victory, a suspicious lump on the ground catches your attention.
A suspicious lump. Wait, could it be the thing that appears after every battle?
I walk up to it, crouch down, and begin to carefully examine it. I've still got my right glove on, so it should be fine for me to touch it, right?
As you investigate the mound, you discover that the exposed portion appears to be made of wood. It was previously obscured by the large form of the monsters. With the monsters gone, the small protrusion now awaits your discovery, poking out of the ground like a shy flower bud.
Whoa, it's a treasure chest!
Let's dig it up.
With everyone's help, you successfully excavate the wooden chest from the ground. Even without opening it, you can tell from the mora and jewels scattered around the chest that it must contain quite the fortune.
Makes sense. We worked hard for this. Let's open it and we can share what's inside.
I can understand your excitement, Paimon, but think about it. Doesn't it seem like there are people out there who need this treasure more than us?
Yeah. Think about all the people suffering in the capital. Or all those guards who got hurt fighting the monsters. Wouldn't it be better if we gave the treasure to them?
Wait, is that how it works? Paimon thought since we were the ones to dig it up, we could just take it for ourselves.
Well, let's put it this way. Any decision you make during a role-playing game can impact the future course of the story.
But would the people really believe us? It's hard enough for us to prove we're Marchese hunters. What if they think we procured the treasure illegally? They might get even more suspicious of us.
That's definitely something we should consider. Maybe we can come up with an explanation in advance.
Well, if donating it could cause that much trouble, why don't we use it to buy some gear and fill up on good food? Then we'll be ready to fight even more bad guys.
Looks like you're facing a difficult choice once again. Well, it's getting late. Why don't we call it a day for now?
Wow, where did the time go?
I'm not sure if it's because I'm having so much fun with you all, or because the story is particularly enticing, but I feel like I could almost keep going.
Here, here. Ooh, how about we play through the night?
I'm not sure I'll have enough energy for that.
Yeah, that won't work for me either. Lynette will give me an earful if I get home too late.
Oh.
I understand how you feel, Navia, but we have to change venues for the next part of the story anyway.
Definitely don't want to make Lynette angry. Definitely don't cross her. Of course, I don't know. Maybe the Gap Moe makes it worth it.
Huh? Another location?
Mm-hmm. There's a special note for the GM at the end of this section that says to proceed to an indoor set for the next part of the script.
Whoa, they really pulled out all the stops for this new script.
Well, even if we end the game for the day, we can still stay a little longer and hear Clorinde finish her story, right? Paimon wants to hear more about the history of the hunters.
Something tells me you just want to finish the free desserts before we break for the day.
That's just a coincidence, okay? Besides, to Paimon, not finishing free food feels even worse than having to buy her own. And anyway, Paimon really does want to hear more about Clorinde's master.
Well...
It's okay not to finish it.
It's nothing. I appreciate the concern, but it's all in the past. It won't do any harm to share these things now. My earliest memories are of living with Master. According to her, she saved me from certain people of ill repute. My birth parents had left me behind some time before that.
What a heavy beginning for a life story.
Ugh.
Master was a fascinating individual, if inexperienced in the ways of raising children. My first ever toy was a short sword. Although I suppose it wasn't so much a toy as something Master removed from her waist and handed to a noisy child in need of distraction.
Oh wait, so she handed an actual sword to a child? Isn't that dangerous? Did you hurt yourself?
Of course I did. I cut my palm and bled quite a lot. But Master was not concerned. She just stood there and casually lectured me about it. See, that's what you get for not holding the sword properly, she told me. She then crouched down next to me and said, "Give me your hand. I'll teach you to bandage this wound. After that, it's time to learn how to truly hold a blade."
Excuse me for asking this, Clorinde, but how old were you exactly when all this happened?
Probably around, 3, give or take.
3? Bro, what the fuck? Three?
3? Isn't that when most kids are still struggling to hold a fork?
As I said, Master was rather inexperienced in the ways of raising children. She believed trial and error was the best way to teach a child what they're capable of.
I'm not so sure this is a question of experience.
I didn't see anything wrong with her ways at the time. And anyway, children don't get to choose how they're raised. Oh, she did bring me back a pet from Liyue once. It was a Geovishap hatchling.
A Geovishap hatchling? For a pet? That seems even more
Bro.
dangerous.
What she said was this: make sure to get along, you two. If you really can't agree on something, just settle it with a fight. Whoever loses is the real pet.
And how old were you when this happened?
This fucking person needs to be, like, locked away for child abuse. Like, bro.
5.
Well, did you win?
No, I lost.
So you're saying you actually became the Geovishap's pet?
Yes, but only for a week. By the end of that week, I defeated it in combat, and we've shared a cordial relationship ever since.
Okay, no. This isn't real. She's making this shit up, bro. What the hell?
That really doesn't sound like the kind of childhood someone should have.
Later on, I gradually understood that Master most likely didn't know any other way to raise a child. She was a Marashosei hunter, but I never heard her bring up her own parents.
She's like the knave. Well, you're talking about her master, right? Not Clorinde herself. Yeah, well, no. Actually, no, her master kind of sounds like the other woman. Remember the person that was running the heart of the, what was it called? The hearth of the, I forget what the hell they called it. But yeah, the one that ran it before the knave took over.
Thanks to her, I learned how to navigate the forest by the age of 6, and could hunt monsters in the wild by myself the year after that. Even though the training she subjected me to was strict, she always made sure to take me traveling when she had the time. We met many of her friends during those days. That was also how I met Mr. Callis and his family.
I still remember the first time we met. You were too scared to join our picnic and hid behind Ms. Petronia the whole time.
I still hadn't really met many children my age at that time, so I didn't know how to interact with others.
Oh yeah, House of the
After
Hearth.
that, though, you started coming over a lot. You loved challenging people to shooting competitions, remember? I don't think many members of the Spina ever beat you in one of those.
Okay, so let's see. It looks like Fuwawa still has 27,000 viewers. And Makoko dropped down even further to 8.9 thousand. Bro, what the fuck, people? What is wrong with you? Why would you do that to Makoko, man? There's something wrong with fucking Hololive fans, man. Something wrong with them, I'm telling ya.
I had a lot of fun during those days.
I enjoyed them too. Oh, do you remember that one time we went exploring around the Spina together? We overheard Papa call your master Fontaine's Protector of Justice. We tried to pretend like we never heard anything, but you nearly let it slip that one time.
Protector of Justice? Oh, wait, you mean that vigilante hero from 20 years ago? The one who is always active at night?
Yep, that would be her. She often would put on a black cloak and go out at night. I never knew where she went or what she was doing. Until, like Navia said, we overheard the truth from Mr. Callis that night.
20 years ago, huh? I still remember the guards leaving all kinds of witness reports about her on Nervalette's desk.
My apologies.
Oh, there's no need to apologize. You had nothing to do with it. And anyway, everything she did was for a good cause. Although, calling herself the protector of order was a bit much, especially when she deliberately operated outside the law.
Huh? When did the Protector of Justice become the Protector of Order?
Oh, she had a bunch of code names. I heard she would just come up with a name on the spot whenever she was asked. Later on, she probably got sick of answering those questions and decided to stick to just two. The Protector of Justice and the Protector of Order.
Sounds a little bit like Fischl.
That sounds like her, all right. I bet she forgot which of the two she'd use by the time she got back each night.
Well, she certainly sounds like a fascinating individual. With her strong sense of justice, it's no surprise her student followed in her footsteps.
It's true. I always wanted to become like her. Someone powerful, independent, and with a strong sense of conviction. But... She suddenly disappeared the night I turned 10 years old.
Disappeared? What happened?
I have no idea. She didn't even leave a note. I was never able to find out where she went. That night, I was celebrating my birthday at Navia's house. But Master never came to pick me up. When I returned home on my own, it was to an empty house. When she still didn't appear after a few days, I went to Mr. Callus's house to ask about her whereabouts. But he only shook his head.
Papa probably didn't know either. I know he sent a few people to investigate the matter in secret, but they never found any credible leads.
Don't worry, I understand. To be perfectly honest, given Master's personality and way of doing things, it all made a lot of sense. If I had to guess, I'd say she probably used it as an opportunity to force me to become independent. Just like how, when a litter of kittens reaches a certain age, the mother willingly leaves them behind.
Were you upset, Clorinde?
I was at first, but not anymore. I don't believe Master would suddenly disappear for no reason. There must have been something she just had to do.
Well, despite everything, you still managed to follow in her footsteps and become the greatest champion duelist in all of Fontaine. You're practically a living symbol of law and justice.
I suspect my position would be far too by the books for her. Master always did whatever she pleased. But you're right. I suppose I do take after her in some ways.
Who knew Clorinde had such an interesting past? I never had the chance to ask her about it before. And I wonder... if Clorinde's master were the champion duelist back then, would that duel against Mr. Callus have gone differently? Oh no. Judging by the atmosphere, Clorinde and Navia are probably thinking something similar. The mood just got super awkward all of a sudden.
Well, anyway... would you look at the time? It's getting dark, so we should probably call it a day for real this time. If we keep talking like this, we really will be here all night.
Be perfectly fine with me, Navia. You know I would love to spend a whole night with you.
I had a great time today, Miss Clorinde. Thank you for being our GM.
Anytime.
The script was good, but I've got to say, your childhood stories were even better. Hey, you should tell us more about that fight against the Geo-Bishop sometime. Maybe your master was onto something.
You could be right.
What does she mean, onto something? I certainly don't know any 5-year-olds who want to fight a bishop in their spare time. Guess I'll head back as well. I need to save my energy if I want to continue enjoying the story tomorrow.
You're that excited to hear about my fight with the bishop?
I was talking about the script.
Wow, finally. That went on for friggin' ever. Alright, man.
Ad Astra. Thank you for complete. Ad Astra.
Alright. Alright. Let's move on to Chaos Child. Alright, I will be right back. Gonna get some water. Alright, I am back. Alright, so if you miss yesterday's stream, then well, you missed a lot. That's all I could say. So, last time on Chaos Child, Takaru was in Alba dorm with Kurisu, Uki, Yui, and Yuto. And he had just been told that Senri was not the victim of the latest death. So basically the new gen madness is still going because the death of Rico, or whatever her name was, counted as the latest new gen killing. And then, since this is the day of the next scheduled killing, Takaru went to check on Yui and Yui, Yuto, and their dad, and Uki too, I think. And then he found everybody except Yui there. And I think, like, was it Yuto or whoever, Uki, told Takaru that Ito had apparently shown up, and Yui went with Ito. So Takaru called Ito to see where they were, and Ito started spewing some pretty crazy shit about having captured Yui, and he's gonna like try to like cut her into pieces and shit. And then Takaru was like, fuck this shit. He went running out trying to find him. And sure fucking enough, when he found them, Ito had fucking cut her into like 12 different fucking pieces. And put them all in boxes. So Yui is dead. Ito is like going absolutely fucking bonkers, saying that he's trying to get revenge for Senri. And Takaru attacks Ito. Kurisu gets involved too. Actually, Kurisu kind of followed after Takaru, even though she was told to stay at the dorm. And then Ito starts like bashing his own head into the concrete and shit, and just like bleeds all over the place. And then the next day, Takaru comes across Shinjo, and well, actually, I shouldn't say the next day. I think it was like 4 days after that. They had a funeral for Yui, and then right after the funeral, Takaru encounters Shinjo, and Shinjo basically tells him that Ito is in a coma. So Ito apparently didn't die, but he's like in pretty bad shape apparently. And he thinks that Ito is probably going to be charged and convicted of murder. So yeah. And now Takaru is trying to he's trying to find basically the mastermind behind all this crap. Basically, whoever might be controlling Ito's mind, before Ito winds up having to go to trial and then supposedly to prison, or maybe even worse. So yeah, that's where we left off. Yeah, you missed a pretty big fucking deal yesterday if you missed it. Yeah. I had to stop myself from smashing the newspaper club's computer monitor. I came very close to depriving Kazuki of her means of playing ESO 2. Sarika, Kazuki, and Arimura were watching me in shock from a corner of the room. Yeah, I'd be kind of pissed about that too. Yui died like that? So what the fuck are you doing? Playing around like this is some kind of game?
Doku? 大丈夫?
Sarika's worried voice brought me back to reality. My hands were red from when I'd slammed them on the desk, and they stung. They might swell up soon.
みんな、ごめん。
I glanced one last time at the @channel comments, then closed the browser.
だから今朝警告したんですよ。アットチャンネルはしばらく見ない方がいいって。
Yeah. I mean, if you like an @channel in this game to like 4chan, yeah, you really can't let people on 4chan get to you, man. Basically, everybody on 4chan is like psychotic.
いや、ネット上に何か情報がないか探してて、つい。
I should never have looked at that nest of self-proclaimed right-siders. They were nothing but idiots being cleverly manipulated by paid professionals.
いや、それは以前の僕も同じだったのか。
I'd been one of them too, at least up until Revolving Dead. But as I started to become a part of the murders, I began to realize how irresponsible and insensitive the information disseminated on the internet was, and how awful real life could be. It was karma. I'd once been proud of my status as a right-sider, but now the whole thing felt like a punishment.
もう見ちゃったんなら言っときますけどね。伊藤先輩の個人情報も出ちゃってますよ。連続殺人犯かどうかって話になってます。
ほんの少し前は南沢千里のことで騒いでたくせに。
I stood and picked up the map we'd pulled off the wall. I put it back up on the board.
え、タク？どうするんです？
もう一度これまでの情報をチェックして見落としていることがないか調べてやる。そこに真犯人につながるヒントがあるかもしれない。
Whoever did that to Yui, I wasn't letting them get away. I'd find them, and then I'd...
それなら クルス先輩も呼んできましょうか。
いや、あいつは生徒会の仕事に専念するって言ってた。何でもいいから忙しく働いていたいって。そうしてないとユイのことを思い出してしまうからって。
そうですか。
For some reason, Arimura looked suspicious for a second. It would take a while for me to figure out what her expression meant. At the time, I didn't really think anything of it.
最初の事件、こっちみんなと2番目の事件、
What's
オトモ
that
レタについ
supposed
て
to
は
mean?
僕は直接関わっていない。だから保留にしておくとして、3番目の事件、回転デッド、ここからが本題だ。
私と初めて会ったのもこの時でしたね。
ああ。で、あの事件で何か見落としがなかったかずっと考えてたんだけど。
It's kind of funny. At first, I thought Arimura was like some weirdo. But now I'm kind of thinking she might be best girl. I don't know. You got a best girl for Chaos Child, Zane?
それほど重要じゃないと思って放っておいたことがあったんだ。覚えてないか、尾上。
何？
Shit. You're kidding, right? What? No, I'm not kidding. Should be hidden camera in Love Hotel Room. That shows killer. Police didn't stop us. Oh yeah, the police didn't stop. That is true. Locked door. They did. I think they did talk about the locked door before, but they didn't talk about this. So I think this is what I'm going with.
そう、僕と尾上はラブホの中をこの制服で歩いてたんだ。普通なら補導されるだろう。
None at all. Yeah. I'm not saying Arimura is a particularly great girl. I'm just saying out of the choices here, she's probably best girl.
うん。確かにそうですね。
尾上がとっさにカップルのふりをしたからごまかしたと思ったけど、よく考えればやっぱり変だ。
Okay, wait. Where's he going with this here? Is he thinking that like the police were like planted there or something to like, I don't know.
壁砲の制服は目立つ。警官が気づかないはずないんだ。なのに僕らはそのままスルーされた。あの時違和感を覚えたんだよ。
タクは考えすぎだと思うけど。
いや、今思えばあの警官、犯人に思考誘導されてたんじゃないだろうか。
Okay, but that cop didn't really... Okay, hold on a second. If the cop was being mind-controlled into ignoring Takaru, then that means the killer, or whoever's doing the mind-controlling, had some motive for getting Takaru involved in this mess.
思考誘導？何のためにです？
僕らを有村たちのいる殺人現場へ導くためとか。
だからなぜそんな必要が？
それはまだわからない。後でもう一度考えてみる。
If the goal was to show me a brutal murder scene and lead me to Arimura, then why?
その次の事件では、この学園でネット記者の渡部が殺された。この事件にも見逃しているポイントがある。あの時はそれほど不思議だと思ってなかったけど、よく考えるとなんかおかしい。
おかしいって何が？
あの時すでに渡部は有名なネット記者だった。それに比べて、まあこんなことは言いたくないけど、うちは有名でも何でもない、ただの高校の新聞部だろ。なのに渡部の方から僕らとのディスカッションを申し込んできたんだ。
Okay, so he thinks that Watabe was mind controlled into doing an interview with Takaru.
それって宮代先輩たちの方が力士シールについての情報が早くて、でネットでパクリだって騒がれた渡部さんが慌ててごまかしに来たんじゃないんですか？そうだったよね。
ほらな、やっぱり変だ。
なんで？
有村や尾上はそれほどヘビーなネットユーザーじゃないよな。
ええ、まあ普通かな。
そんな二人でさえ今みたいに思ったんだろう。渡部が自分のパクリをごまかしに来たって。つまり僕らと対談なんかしても渡部の意図は見え見えで余計に炎上するだけだと思うんだ。メリットなんかどこにもないだろう。
Oh, by the way, Zane, do you notice anything different about me today?
ああ、確かに。
その程度のこと、ネット記者としてやってきた渡部に計算できないはずがない。
Someone as clever as him was capable of coming up with fresher information fast and changing the subject. New glasses, yep. New glasses, that is correct. Nah, hair's same. It's the glasses. Yep. The internet was always hungry for new things to talk about. Give them a few big scoops and they would forget all about it.
じゃあどういうことなの？タク。
これは僕の考えなんだけど。
Watabe wanted to buy us off to make him look good. Watabe was going to apologize for what he'd done at the interview. Watabe was mind controlled before the festival and could not make good decisions. Yeah, it's gotta be that one.
そう。渡部自身すら気づいてなかったかもしれないけど、僕らに対談を申し込むよう思考を誘導されてたんじゃないかと思う。そして みんなの注目を集めたところで殺された。
でも宮代先輩、ラブホの件もそうですけど、やっぱり動機が分かりません。犯人は何がしたかったんです？
動機か。
Arimura was right. What was the point of making Watabe do that? What was their hidden goal?
わかった。この事件についてももう少し考えてみる。
I put a note about Watabe up on the board.
ちなみに渡部の体内から出てきたシールはみんな偽物の力士シールだったことが分かってる。
どうして本物を使わなかったのかな。
それは多分犯人も能力者だからだろう。
The sumo stickers, aka the 11th Rorschach, had a terrible effect on the minds of psychics. Using real sumo stickers to kill Watabe would pose a serious risk to them as well.
犯行現場で犯人自身が誤って精神汚染を受けたりすれば、僕や有村と同じように身動きが取れなくなってしまう。そうなったら逃げることができなくなるからな。
確かにあのシールを見るとタクひどいことになるもんね。
Arimura nodded several times, frowning.
本当に嫌ですよね、あれ。なんていうのか、悪夢みたいな妄想がどんどん心の中に広がってきて、そのうちそれが妄想なのか現実なのか分かんなくなって。
そうだな。あの夜のことを覚えてるか、有村。
あの夜？
僕と有村がパイロキネシストハイダリコに襲われた時のことだ。あの夜は尾上もいたよな。確かお前が僕のトレーラーハウスに来て、
のんちゃんの話を聞いてあげてってお願いした時だよね。でも私タクにそれだけ伝えて家に帰っちゃったからな。その後のことは。
そうか。でも家への帰り道何かに気づかなかったか？
何かって？
There are suddenly more sumo stickers around the park and city.
確かになんかあっちこっちベタベタ貼ってあったね。
ああ、僕はクルスに会おうと思ってアーバ寮へ向かったんだ。ところが公園や街中の歴史シールの数がいきなり増えてた。しかも本物のシール、11番目のロールシャッハが。そのせいで僕は精神を完全に侵食されそうになった。
Arimura seemed to remember what had happened. She gave a little scream and hugged herself tight.
あの時期はいろんなテレビ番組やネットで力士シールが話題になってたんですよ。そのせいでどんな恐ろしいものか知らないバカな連中が面白がって張りまくってたんです。迷惑な話です。
いや、よく考えてみるとネットやテレビのせいじゃないような気がするんだ。
どういうこと？
I faced the rest of the group and chose my words carefully as I tried to figure this out for myself.
あの夜もそうだけど、僕はネットニュースやテレビが力士シールを話題にするたびにずっとチェックをしてきた。でもニュースで扱っているのはどれも偽のシールばかりだったんだ。本物の力士シール、11番目のロールシャッハ画像はほとんど出たことがない。つまりテレビやネットのシールを真似て喜んでいるような連中は実は本物がどんなデザインなのか知らないんだよ。そんな連中の作ったシールなんていくら大量に貼ってあっても怖くもなんともないだろう。
じゃあどうしてあの夜は？
おそらく真犯人がやったんだ。自分も精神汚染されるかもしれないのに、そのリスクを冒してまで本物のシールを貼って回った。その目的はおそらく
I think it's to cause psychological pain and awaken us as gigalomaniacs. And now we're starting to get to the Committee of 300. Oh. No, we'd already awoken to our powers. Arimura in particular could already use her D-sword. Using the sumo stickers to scare her wouldn't accomplish anything. Think again. Okay, well. I thought they were like, get ready to... Okay, well then it must be to lead us to the pyrokinetic then.
あの夜、僕らはひたすらシールから逃げ回って。
行き着いた先にあのハイダリコって人が現れた。なるほど、そうですね。
つまり犯人はシールを使ってハイダリコが待ち受けている場所へ僕らを誘導したんだ。そしてハイダリコは僕らを襲ってきた。
でも考えてみるとあの人も伊藤先輩と同じだったんですね。思考を操られて犯人役をやらされただけ。かわいそうだね。
ああ、僕らは真犯人に完全にはめられて彼女を南沢千里だと思い込んでしまった。
The killer even went through the trouble of preparing fake evidence.
証拠か。僕たちがハイダリコを南沢千里だと完全に信じ込んでしまったのは
It was the ID. Yeah, Rico. Oh, that's weird. Now they're spelling it R-I-C-O. Okay. Can't get this shit consistent, huh? Rico Haida had Senri Minamisawa's ID card.
南沢千里の ID カード、あれには完全に騙された。
でもなんで彼女があのカードを持ってたんでしょうね。
その理由が全くわからない。完全に謎のままだ。
思うんですけど、やっぱり本物の南沢千里が生きててハイダリコに罪をかぶせようとしたんじゃ。
でもクルスはそんなことありえないってずっと言ってる。
クルス先輩は南沢千里をかばってるだけだと思います。下手をすれば共犯かもしれませんよ。
Whoa. That's a pretty bold fucking claim. I mean, you could tell if she's lying or not. Just fucking ask her about it and then...
お前、言っていいことと悪いことがあるぞ。
I almost screamed at Arimura. Was she trying to tell me that Kurisu worked with the killer to do that to Yui? But Kazuki grabbed my shirt and stopped me. She shook her head as if telling me to calm down.
たく、怒鳴らないで。怖いよ。
悪い。有村もすまなかった。
いえ、こっちこそ軽はずみでした。でも宮代先輩、疑うのであれば全てを疑ってみるべきです。以前クルス先輩が私の前で嘘をついたの覚えてますよね。
She was right. Kurisu had insisted that Senri Minamisawa was dead, but she hadn't actually seen her die.
もちろん私やセリ、花も例外じゃないですよ。
そんなこと言い出したら誰も信用できないじゃないか。
伊藤先輩の事件を考えればそのくらい用心した方がいいという話です。私結構好きだったんですよ、伊藤先輩。もちろんラブとかじゃないですけど、あんなに言葉がまっすぐで裏表がなくて、たとえ嘘をついてもバレバレで、その嘘だって誰かを傷つけるような悪い嘘じゃなかったし、すごくいい人だなって感じてました。だから今初めて思ってます。自分の能力をもっとちゃんと使えばよかったって。
有村。
ひなちゃん。これまで私ずっと後悔してたんです。こんな能力が欲しいなんて思ってしまったこと。結局人の言葉の裏表なんて知らない方が幸せだったから。でも今はもっと後悔してます。私が能力をちゃんと生かしていれば、多分伊藤先輩の言葉がどこかおかしいことに気づくことができたはずです。そうしたらゆいさんだってあんなことには。
Arimura's eyes looked so sad.
いや、違う。有村のせいじゃない。
I sighed a little and moved away from the map.
そろそろ昼休みも終わりだ。このくらいにしとこう。あと、しばらく新聞部の活動は休止にする。涌井先生にそう言われてるし、放課後も集まらなくていいから。
そっか。仕方ないですね。
あ、でも和樹は別に演奏とかプレイしに来ても構わないからな。部室の鍵はいつでも開けとく。
I forced myself to smile, but Kazuki softly lowered her eyes as if to say no. Okay, I will be right back. I think we'll yeah, we'll look up that one clip of the WarioWare. So yeah, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I actually switched back to my old glasses again because I don't know, when I wear my headphones over these new ones, it kind of hurts after a while. So
Fire. Fire.
okay. Okay.
Batteries not included, so
Gotta find where in the stream he starts talking here.
that will happen. So for now we have Mokopi. Hold on. I feel like I'm getting further away. It seems fine. I think it's fine. You don't even need to ask. It's somewhere. Okay, we're going. Defeat him. Hey, we're here.
Out of the way, chumps.
I'm gonna beat him up.
Greetings! Welcome to the island!
Hello.
Please take these precious stones as a hello gift.
Okay, there's...
Okay, where does Zhongli start talking here?
Is this... Okay, this is not the WarioWare that has the... She's got her hair tied up in braids! But I wish it was. Down in
front, please? Somebody's standing up at the movie theater? I can't read that.
Choo-choo.
Oh, here it is.
Choo-choo.
The voice
Oh.
from above
Okay.
speaks.
Is it time to
Hold
play?
your form stones in your hands.
Here, I'll turn it
Keep
up a
your
little bit so
arms
you can
close
hear
to
it
your sides,
better.
And bend your
Okay.
elbows at a right angle.
Okay.
Your thumbs must be on top.
Okay. I have
You hear it?
adopted the
That the people
stance.
were unready and had them brace themselves for anything. This
Jetpack
is the
mode.
origin of choo-choo, a form to survive an absurd endeavor.
Okay. Got it.
Let's go.
Oh,
That was Zhongli.
escape. Oh, have I done it?
Okay.
I'm just
Choo-choo.
doing the equivalent of button mashing.
Outrace.
Not bad.
I'm so good. You're not gonna catch me losing in a ski race.
Ring the bells.
Oh no! I was punished for button mashing.
Here we go.
Okay, hold on. You can't always just flail your arms.
Okay, yeah, like
wildly in
I'll try and
wind.
skip to another part where he talks extensively, like probably around here.
Grip hold.
Raise
Okay.
both hands. Perform a grip hold.
Yeah.
Then raise
Okay.
both hands high above your head, as if dangling from monkey bars.
Okay.
When the
I'm
voice
reaching.
awoke and performed the sky stretch, its arms reached up through the clouds. Everyone on the
What
island
buttons
could
am
see
I
them
supposed
for
to be able to
miles,
reach?
blocking out a beautiful
Just the thumb?
sunrise.
His monkey's gone to heaven.
Sky stretch.
Clean.
Huh? Ow! I hit the wall. The sky stretch is too dangerous.
Night.
Night. My arms are gonna
The
get
voice
tired.
from
Wait, this is
above
different.
speaks.
Anyway, okay. I don't think I have any clips actually saved right now. Oh wait, maybe I do. Hold on. Actually, I think I did save one. We could just watch it real quick. Yeah, I saved one clip, so. Yeah, fuck. Add. Yep. So this is everyone burst out laughing after Shiori said this yabai phrase.
Alrighty then, let us open the 13th panel then, shall we? Let's go!
It could say hold up.
Hold up!
Holy.
Hold your horses. Well,
Hold
we hold me tight.
What are we holding?
It could be a D. Yeah, it could be a DV.
You're so heavy.
Alrighty then, Callie, please.
I'm sorry.
Alrighty then.
Sorry, everyone.
No,
you
it was
did great.
adorable.
Yeah.
So cute.
Let us open. What is underneath number 2, please? Open.
We have huge holes.
We hairless.
That could be possibly what we want to say to the audience.
We
right?
Huge.
Yeah.
Yeah. The hardest I've laughed in
Oh
a
my god.
month.
Yeah, no. Maybe it's not even necessary to open any of more of these panels.
Yeah.
I think we already have the answer.
It's a good stream. See you guys.
Oh, man.
then since we went through one
That is just definitely something Shiori would fucking say.
loop, we go back to Narissa. Alrighty then, let's open number 4 then, shall we? Hiraki Goma. Hey! Huge hole! We have a huge hole!
Don't say it again. I'm gonna.
We have a... No! Oh, okay, anyway. Alrighty then. Small hole! Alrighty then. Since Shiori is super excited, let's go next, shall we? Yes? Please choose. Why did you stop me? Oh!
No.
Alright. Let us unveil what is behind number 3 then, shall we?
Yes.
We have...
We have.
Okay.
It's what we thought it was.
Words. I cannot say. Okay.
We have a huge.
We have a huge... Hold on something. And before we jump to conclusions, let us go over to possibly the next.
All right. I think the Fuumoko stream's done now. Yep. All right. Let's see. I could do some karaoke. You want to do karaoke, or do you want to, I don't know, suggest clips, or do you want to just call it a night, or what are you feeling like? Oops. Are there any Gura clips? I'm sure there are. Let me see. Here's one that came up in my notifications. This one is called Gura is still Gura even after 2 years. You want to look at this one? Ugh. Okay, well, we can do this one.
That's hard! Wait, this game is actually kind of difficult. I'm sweating. Extend those arms. These are extended. That's as far as I can extend it. Careful, I have moving fingers and a big attitude. You know what I'm gonna do with this. I won't do that in front of... I can't do that in front of Miku. You guys are lucky. Sorry. Accident.
Play. Here's one that's I don't know, this one's like 9 minutes long, but it's Gura's boxing with Miku was one of the best 3D streams ever. There's one here called Gura Totally Forgot We Can See Her. Okay, let's do this one, I guess.
Rise up against an empire.
This is Gura Totally Forgot We Can See Her.
I think I'm gonna go now. I'm having fun though, but I am hungry. I'm starting to feel a little sick from hunger. Uh-oh. Good thing is though, I'm not sweaty any longer. It's thoroughly soaked through. Whee! Yes!
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Ooh. Where are we? Where am I? Hello. Good for who? Wait, what? What did I say? Does it stink? Oh my god, I forgot you could see. I forgot you could see that. Oh, would you look at the time? Hi guys, my name is Kagura. I'm everyone's favorite puppet. It's time for me to freaking live. Would you look at that time? I didn't do this. Who yelled Andy's coming? Hello, Trumbuts. Thank you for coming to the stream.
Yeah, we can do this one, I guess. This is, let's see.
I see.
This is Kiara was watching Gura's fit boxing stream.
Out too early, I guess. Aha! This kind of reminds me of the fit boxing with Hatsune Miku game that Gura played. I was watching a little bit of that when she was streaming it, and I was thinking maybe I should play that too. With my ex.
Kanaru, I can look.
That was so funny. Yeah, I didn't watch too much. I had to go to sleep, so I watched like just the beginning of it. She did get into boxing eventually. I don't know. It sounds fun because you can box along to some Vocaloid songs. Get ripped with Miko. Oh, actually, I don't know why I did this, but somehow, because I was in the kitchen, and I was watching Gura on my iPad, and then she started boxing, and somehow, I just joined in and started boxing the air in the same rhythm as her. I was like trying to play along. I don't know what got over me to do that. What prompted me to do that? I was boxing along with Kuba. Hmm.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, blah.
By the way, are you into any Vocaloid music, Zane? I mean, it is, I guess, I mean, you said you listen to a lot of like VTuber music, so I don't know, it seems like Vocaloid's kind of tangentially related, at least. I guess you could say Miku is like a VTuber that just doesn't stream, I guess. Or doesn't have somebody being whose movements are being tracked either, I guess. But okay, let me look at Kanaru. Okay, it looks like there's a couple of them here. This is Neko Lamy Wakes You Up, and I know almost nothing about Lamy. I've never watched any of her streams. Don't know what she's even about, so.
実は、ナミ、猫になりました。にゃにゃ。起きて、起きて、グッドモーニング。
Okay. And then we got, this one is Small Suisei versus Big Sui-chan. This is that, we saw this in another video, the big inflatable Suisei at Off-Kai Expo. Dude, she was getting ready to fucking... Okay. By the way, have you heard her song, was it Bibi Diba? Bibi Diba, I guess? Or seen the video or whatever? Yeah, you seen it? Okay. It's like apparently her biggest video now. Like, I guess it's like it's kind of crossed over into like actual like mainstream J-pop, I think, at this point. Like as in like people who don't even know who the hell Suisei is or are like into the song apparently. It's definitely definitely a interesting music video. I mean, I never would have thought she would do a video like that. It's pretty interesting concept. And the song's I actually kind of like the song too. So it's a catchy song. Well, no, but like, okay, so Suisei's like most viewed video has been like Stellar Stellar for like a really long time. Like, cause Stellar Stellar came out like what, at least 3 years ago, right? Oh no. Okay, my bad. Oh, okay. Close to 3 years, not quite. But yeah. So, I mean, Stellar Stellar was like the Suisei music video with the most views for like almost 3 years. But now it's the new one.
The world thinks
You can see here it has 46 million views. So it just recently passed Stellar Stellar. So yeah, I mean this is officially her most viewed music video. Yeeter Beater. Have I seen you on here before? I think I've seen you just make a random comment, I think, before. He's like, I think he's like like mostly a lurker who makes like one comment every like few streams, maybe. Anyway, what else? Okay, here we got a clip called Marine's Next Level Fan Service. And you know, anytime we got Marine fan service, you know I'm all up into that shit. So here we go.
マリン、ベリベリベリベリセクシー。レッツ、ホーニータイム。ドリンク、その後は go to bed。オッケー。
Bro, is this for real?
Sexual satisfaction.
Holy shit. Dude, she is like the most desperate fucking, like, bro. Well, I guess that's why she's the, like, second most subscribed fucking VTuber in Hololive right now. I guess we can see why that is. Sex sells, huh? I see how it is. How is this allowed? Dude. Man. That was just too funny. Okay, let's do... Okay, yeah, we'll do this one.
I saw the venue.
You're surprised your chat hadn't been banned yet. Alright, this is Ina's reaction to the venue for the Hollow English concert is priceless. And yes, they are now gonna do a second Hololive English concert. It's in New York City. I'm not going to this one. I'm happy I just got to go to the first one. I mean, that's just, I still, to this day, I just think that's fucking insane that I even got to go to that shit. But anyway, yeah, the thing is though, man, this concert's gonna have Hollow Advent in it though. Hollow Advent wasn't around when the first concert. So yeah, that's kind of the I guess the perk of going to see the second concert instead of the first one, but anyway.
Venue, King's Theater for the EN live, and I was like,
They say it's King's Theater? Whoa.
Yeah. I know, like getting venues and stuff in the West is pretty hard, like booking the venues itself. But like, I was
wait, does she? Okay, she only showed a picture of it for like 1 sec. But let me hold on. This looks more like something you would see you would go watch like an opera. Not a freaking Hololive concert, like, bro. Yeah, I did see, yeah, Sora did one song, yeah. But yeah, I mean, seriously, this is like a theater you would go to see an opera in, or maybe a ballet. I mean, it's not like a huge venue. I mean, it's not super big, but like, hell, I think the venue they did the first concert in was actually quite a bit bigger than this. Um. Well, okay, bro. She only did one song, bro. It's not like I went. It's not like I saw a whole like concert that was just like full of Sora. Like it was just Sora. Yeah.
I know, like, getting venues and stuff in the West is pretty hard, like booking the venues itself. But like, I was like, I have a feeling that like people are gonna feel pressure to wear like suits and like
Yeah, tuxedos.
like, formal clothes just to go to our live. I think that would be kind of funny, but I think that would be kind of funny, but you know. You know, it's fancy when they have words like mezzanine. I always thought it was mezzanine.
Yeah.
Apparently mezzanine. Like,
Mezzanine ain't anything fancy. Like pretty much any fucking like theater or stadium. Well, maybe not stadium, but like pretty much any concert venue or theater has like a mezzanine section. That's just what they call it.
gotta be very fancy. Are you guys gonna come? What's it? Bring one of those fancy like eyeglass things that they have when you go watch like plays and stuff, like back in the day. The little binoculars, but they're like on like a little stick. You just kind of like look at the stage like that. Are they called opera glasses? Opera binoculars? Something like that. We're high culture. I don't think there's a dress code for at least our lives. It would be funny to see some of you guys wear suits and stuff though. That'd be fun. Sorry, Ina, maybe in October, but in the middle of August? You do have a point. Please wear something weather appropriate. It's gotta be pretty hot.
Bro, dude, what if... Okay. What if they come out in this venue and they actually start like singing opera and shit? Bro. That would actually be insane. I doubt it. Of course. I'm just joking, bro. Of course they're not actually gonna do it, but that would be funny as hell though.
What is the name?
Okay. We got another clip from that stream where Shiori said some sus thing. Mume is pretty good at opera? Wait, what? Nah, get the fuck out of here. Mume don't sing no opera. Bro, like the only person in Hololive who sings opera is Sora. Anyway, this is Iris got flustered when everyone started praising her voice.
Name of the original debut song of Iris.
Wait. I should know this. Is it the, what was it, Requiem something? Was it that one? Oh, really? Wait, did she like actually sing it on stream, or is it just like... Yeah, I can't think of the name of the song that they're talking about here, but isn't it like Requiem of something or something like that?
Oh, it's that really hard word in English. Yeah.
If you pronounce it wrong, then-
Sasura.
If you pronounce it wrong, it's
Of
wrong.
despair. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. It was something like Vesh. What is it? Something Iris. Oops. Ve, oh, Caesura of Despair. Yeah. I know it was some weird name like that. Yeah. Anyway. It was during one of her karaoke streams. Oh. Might have to try and look that up. I might have missed that.
It's okay. I didn't know how to pronounce it either. I had to ask stepson, and even they didn't know how to pronounce
I don't even know what it means, honestly. Yeah, I don't either. Is it kind of like Caesar? Like
It's Caesura. It's like
seizure, like you're having a
Caesura.
What does it mean?
Okay, well,
Caesar salad.
It's like
Caesar of despair.
I'm pretty sure
Caesar salad of
Caesura.
despair.
Caesura was supposed to be like the boundaries or something like that. It was I don't know. I might be wrong actually. That it brings back a lot of memories. As a beautiful music video. Thank you. Yes.
I remember when you descended 3 times. It was great.
That was yeah. That was.
Oh wait, I know what this says now. They've revealed enough of it that I know what this says. It says we have a huge announcement. And then I guess just Hollow English, I guess.
It was totally according to Keikaku.
All according to Keikaku.
Yeah, I totally meant to drop down the screen 3 times.
You just kept using the elevator to get back up.
Yeah. No, I have wings. What are you talking about? I don't have the wings on right now, but I have wings so I can fly. Fly back.
Yeah, believe her.
Man, I can't
So
believe it's
many
already
good
been like
singers
so
in
long
Ian,
since then.
Honestly. Yeah.
Ian is just stacked.
Well,
on
I
good
think it's
singers.
beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
I love
you.
it. Your voice rings out like a bell. It's beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah. You're welcome.
Clears out my despair.
Yes.
Cures my depression.
All
Thank you.
Everyone's
I love
despair.
Iris' singing voice. It's so like clear and like so.
You know, we can stop talking about me.
No, you have to sit there and
keep
take
going,
it.
guys. Stop talking about me. Yeah.
No.
I don't know. I think Iris has such a cute personality.
Wings on right now, but I have.
Although honestly, Narissa's voice deserves some praise too. If you're gonna praise Iris's voice, give some of that praise to Narissa too. Oh yeah, so let's see if I can find the Mume opera. Wait, what? You pull playlist. These are musicals. They're not actually opera, though. Yeah. She sang a bunch of stuff from the musical Hamilton. But yeah, that's not opera. Yeah. Yeah, musical and opera are like pretty vastly different like singing styles. um Let's see. I guess we could try this video.
2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Queen of the Night, dude. If they actually sung Queen of the Night, I would be seriously fucking impressed. Alright, well this says Mume's amazing opera performance of A New Start, which I don't know what A New Start is, but I guess I would have to look that one up.
Why am I doing this?
Okay, I can do that. It's alright, they can't recognize it, so they can't.
Exactly.
Exactly, it's fine.
That gets high.
Oh my god.
Ugh.
Do you know Queen of what is it? Queen of the Nut. Queen of the Nut. Queen
of the what?
Bro.
Wait, what's it called? Queen of the Night. Alright, yes.
Queen of the
Queen
Night.
of the Night. Yeah.
No?
The one that goes like. Wait. I don't know. Oh, it's a Mozart. Mozart.
Oh, is it almost like? Is that Mozart? Let me Google it real quick. I'm sure I know what it is. Yes, that it. Yes.
Yeah, there it
That
is.
is what I was
That's
thinking
it.
of. Yes. Ooh. Oh.
I hit that note. I'm sorry.
Actually, not that long ago, I was watching a compilation of opera singers singing that. Isn't it like one of the hardest things for operas?
I think it is one of the hardest ones.
Dude, I couldn't even imagine being able to sing that damn thing.
Got it.
Okay, this doesn't sound like opera, that's for sure.
Go like pages of fairy tales, every page self-contained, written by.
Oh, okay. A New Start is her song. Okay, it's an original song by Mume. Okay, I didn't realize that. Came out a couple years ago. I think she's singing it in a different style here though. Dude, she would be like a oh okay.
Nothing strange about straying if you're true to who you are. But my story has ended from the bends on the store.
I can do the high notes right now. Thinking still but every creepy one. 新しい地図は真っ白でも目の前には
Okay, we're not gonna do this whole thing. Skip ahead here.
新しい地図は彩られその手の中に if it was higher, it'd actually be easier. Oh, just stop. Shush, way to go. Stop making noise. If it was short, if it was higher, I feel like it'd be easier to do an opera voice.
Yeah, dude. Mumei's like top 3 singers in Hololive English. I think it's Iris, Narissa, and Mumei are like the top 3 singers in Hololive English. Bei's pretty good too, actually, but speaking of which, what's that? What's that? No. I can't think of the name of the song now. I think wasn't it like I think it was like a song from Naruto or something. Oh yeah, Hero's Comeback. That's it. Yeah. For some reason, I don't know why. I just like Heiko's Bales when she does Hero's Comeback. I don't know why. I just think she sounds cool when she sings that song. Let's see if I can pull it up here. Okay. Well, we won't do like the whole thing, but yeah.
Yeah! Here we go now! 遠くで聞こえる声ヒントに一人まだ一人立ち上がる同士繰り返すだけの普段通り作り出す準備いざ Are you ready? 体中震えしんどい
It's basically a rap song, but
大切キックがすこみ変わるず緩くなつかむストーリー Come on! Everybody stand up あげる今日一番の掴んだ目に求められるスピードハンター誰もが皆トリコ看板 Yeah! Come on! Everybody hands up また明日のヒーローズ come back 苦情数え呼び寄るカウントダウンいくぜ 3, 2, 1 make some noise Yeah, yeah, yeah Here we go now
yeah, she should actually rap more, I think. She sounds cool when she raps.
Check, check Are you ready? Yo, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? 絶え間なくなり響き刻むデジャブよりもくずい衝撃が世話主に話さ Break it down Turn it up, turn it up 聞こえが叫んで昨日までのことが変わるだろうまだ見ぬ汗こぼれた溢れた思いの分まで正体咲いて尻宿めどちれに傾く勝敗の行方愛が泣いてる今日にも潰れ流した血と汗ののれねのぬめ願いもプライドも含め全てを背負う戦いの背後情けをかけりゃダメになるぜたまたポテンシャルメンタルメ猫も杓子も待ってように拾う一晩だけのご覧のマヒコおいいねそんなんじゃねえさ結婚の頃待ってた
足りねえかいつもとちゃう非常な人格魔物なすすべて like タミネ第4回5回ってたハイライトいっそこの場でスタートぞ Everybody stand up
Dude, that shit is so good, man.
Everybody hands up また明日のヒーローズカムバック苦情数え呼び寄るカウントダウンいくぜ3、2、1 make some noise
Yeah. I like her energy, man. It's good stuff. All right, man. Well, I think that's gonna be it for tonight. I don't think there's anything else here. Yeah. All right, man. I will be back tomorrow. We'll continue the oh wait, whose story quest on Genshin Impact? Whose story quest? Navia's story quest part 2, baby. That's right. Navia's gonna dominate this whatever the hell this game is called that they're playing. Navia's gonna dominate that shit. Be here. Yeah, and then we'll do some more Chaos Child. So yeah. Alright, man. See you tomorrow. Have a good night.